Welcome to Wake Up the Black Nation. Richmond X, the real minister of information, also known as your urban war correspondent, signing on. First and foremost, I got to give thanks to the Most High for giving me this opportunity to speak power to truth to my brothers and sisters worldwide. Secondly, I would like to thank you all, the whole black family, for tuning into Wake Up the Black Nation. On today's show, I'm going to be discussing an article that I read on CNN.com. And the title of the article is, "For $400, people are being sold." And I'll put the article in the description box below. Now, these people that the article speaks of are African people, are African brothers and sisters, men, women, and children being sold into slavery right now as we speak in Libya, in the capital city called Tripoli. This is sad, brothers and sisters, because when you look at the actual video, they have actual video footage of black men being auctioned off like this was the 15 and 1600s. But it ain't the white man auctioning them off. It ain't the European auctioning them off. It is Arabs speaking the Arabic language. And they refer to our brothers and sisters in the Arabic word for merchandise. This is the reality, that slavery never ended. This is the reality, that the Arab is not your friend. This is the reality, that the Arab slave trade was worse than the European slave trade. Over 16 million African people were sold into bondage, were kidnapped, had their arms cut off, legs cut off, were castrated. Millions of our African women sold into bondage. And what makes it even worse, brothers and sisters, is that it is still going on right now in 2017. Black women being sexually exploited. Black women being sold into bondage as sex slaves. Black men being sold. One of the brothers was talking about how they would torture the men, how they were putting objects up the anus of the African people. And when you look at the video, you will see African people, black men, in cages. In cages, y'all. Where is the worldwide outrage when our brothers and sisters in Africa is being sold into bondage by the damn Arab? And when they was talking about where the people were from, guess what, y'all? The people were from the same countries that our ancestors were from, that were brought to this nation called America. You got slaves that were from Nigeria, slaves from my father's country, Mali, Niger, and Ghana. Now they're slaves in Libya, slaves to the Arab Muslims, by the way. And so, brothers and sisters, I just want y'all to understand what's going on right now in the world. We have no friends. Some of y'all have adopted the religion of Islam, and you think that that religion is going to free you from oppression, when the very same people who practice Islam and where Islam was founded at got your brothers and sisters in bondage. They're raping your women. They're raping your children. They got your men in shackles. They're being sold on the auction block like this was the 1500s. Right there in broad daylight. And where are your Arabic brothers and sisters? Where they at? Where your Muslim brothers and sisters? You see, because Islam is the second largest religion in the world. And it is the fastest growing religion in the world. All over the world you have Muslims. But where are your Muslim brothers and sisters at when your people are being sold into slavery in broad daylight right there in Libya, right there on the continent? You don't see any of these Muslim freedom fighters coming over there to help liberate our brothers and sisters. And this is a problem. This is why we have to stop following the religions of others and stop thinking that a religion is going to free us. We have to learn how to put religion in its place. The Arab is an Arab first. He is an Arab first and a Muslim second. So just because you are a Muslim doesn't mean that that Arab is going to have love for you. I see it all the time. Brothers go to the penitentiary and they convert to Islam and they come out and they start dressing like the Arabs. They change their whole accent. Brother used to sound real country. He know he come from North Carolina or South Carolina or Florida. Used to have a southern drawl. Now he trying to talk like the damn Arabs. When them Arabs don't give a damn about you. They'll sell your mama if they could. They'll sell your little baby if they could. That is because they are Arab first and a Muslim second. And so ask your Muslim brothers and sisters, your so-called brothers and sisters, what are they going to do to help liberate our brothers and sisters in Africa, from Mali, from Niger, from Nigeria, and from Ghana, who are now being sold into bondage? This is what's going on, black family. And so y'all better wake up to the reality that we don't have no friends out here. We don't have no friends. And when I was looking at that video, y'all, I had to turn the video off. Because it reminded me of our ancestors on that slave ship. It reminded me of our ancestors in those cages back in the 1500s and the 1600s. It's still going on, black family, right now as we speak. Where in the hell is the African leaders at? That's the problem with Africa. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there because I'm an African son. So I can speak on this issue. I'm a direct bloodline descendant of the motherland, Malian American. Where in the hell is the Africans at? Where's the African leadership at? Y'all supposed to be up in Libya, AK'd up, freeing our people. But you sitting on your ass, sending your children to America. Some of y'all running to America, running to Europe. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all. Weak as hell. Weak ass African leadership. And if I'm not mistaken, when I was looking at that video, one of the auctioneers appeared to be black. But we know what that's about. You always going to have the house slave who is going to play devil's advocates. And so earlier this year, I did a video about the so-called Muslim ban. And I was telling black people, look, that ain't our fight. Why in the hell was black people in the streets marching, protesting against a so-called Muslim ban when them damn Muslims ain't marched for you, ain't did nothing for you, ain't came over here and helped you do nothing? When Hurricane Katrina killed all of those thousands of people down in New Orleans, then none of them damn Arab countries send no money. When Houston had the flooding earlier this year, where was your Muslim brothers and sisters at? When Florida got hit by the hurricane, where was your Muslim brothers and sisters at? They say Islam means peace. Now where in the hell is the peace when our brothers and sisters over here in the streets is catching hell? Every day being shot down by the police. Huh? And where's your Muslim brothers and sisters at? Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad talked about how when he went over there to the Middle East and them damn Muslims was racist as hell. Some of them is worse than the Europeans. But yet y'all want to bow to them. So I couldn't understand why y'all was out here marching, protesting, trying to help these people get into this country. And I know some of those people on that so-called Muslim ban list was from Africa. Countries such as Sudan. I love Sudan. I love the Sudanese people. Those are my brothers and sisters. But the reality is they can't run forever. They're going to have to stand up and fight for their own country. They're going to have to stand up and fight for liberation in their own nation, just like our ancestors did. We couldn't run. We had to stand right here in America and fight. That's why my shirt say national security, defending the homeland. against terror since the 1600s. It's my ancestors. Those are black indigenous brothers and sisters who had to put it all on the line and fight and shed blood, and some of them died for our liberation here. So the reality is, brothers and sisters, we ain't got no friends. The reality is that it's a war against the black nation worldwide. And until black people wake up and follow the teachings of Marcus Mosiah Garvey and follow the teachings of Kwame Nkrumah, who said that Africa must unite, then we're going to continue to be at the bottom and be sold as slaves. Y'all better wake up, black family. Recognize what's going on. So I just wanted to share this article with you all. I'm going to put the link to it in the description box. Y'all can check it out for yourself. It's definitely heartbreaking. It's sad to see this type of behavior still taking place in the 21st century. Black people being sold, being auctioned off by a damn Arab. Huh? The Arab ain't your friend. Stop trying to be amongst these people. When is Africa gonna rise up and fight? Got us out here looking weak. They was naming off the countries: Nigeria, Niger, Mali, Ghana. All of those countries. All of those countries is our people. The same people that was brought over here during the transatlantic slave trade. That slave trade is still alive in the 21st century. It ain't never stopped. So brothers and sisters, we got to be up on what we're dealing with. Worldwide war against the black nation. So I appreciate everybody out there for tuning in too. Wake up the black nation. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not done so before. If you would like to email me, hit me up. Wake Up the Black Nation Radio at yahoo.com. I thank everybody out there who has been loyal. All the brothers and sisters who have been loyal to this movement and to this ministry. All praise is due to you all. Because I got a lot of fakers who tried to come in. But you know what? The Most High exposed them and pushed them out the way. I need some real soldiers out here, y'all. I need everybody watching this video to share this video. Don't just watch it, share the video. So we can bring some awareness to the slavery of our people in the motherland. There's so many things I could say, but I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. Salute and Black Power.